everyone! So today me and Charlotte are filming a kind of like tipsy talk kind of thing, like we're being drinking today, and we thought we'd talk about university stereotypes in this kind of chilled, relaxed way. So we've picked a few topics that we'll talk about, and yeah, we'll just drink whilst we do it and see what kind of things come up. So I think the main stereotypes about university is definitely the party inside aspect of it. I think it's like thought of that like everyone parties all the time, and that's definitely what I thought of when I first went to university.
I was expecting to go and for it to be like night upon night.
Yeah,
just like
all the time,
like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There are those people. Like there's definitely like in the flat below me, they went out every single night, and every single night they had their music and their pre-drinks, and then they'd go out. But the majority of people, I think it's like once a week, twice a week.
Yeah, like I'm addicted to EastEnders and I thought I'd have to stop watching it because I'd be going out that much. I ended up watching more, really. Freshers week, you go out every night. Like there was one night that I didn't go out, and that's had an allergic reaction in my eye.
Definitely once the work starts to build up, like after the first semester, like people realise they've got other stuff they have to be doing.
I went out every day in freshers apart from one night, and then like it started going like 3 times to like 3 times for a bit to 2 times for a bit. Then I got really ill, so it was like nothing, and it was like once a week, and like I think that's better.
I definitely think there's a part of university that is like first year especially, it's all parties, because you have like freshers and then Halloween and bonfire night and Christmas, and it's like one occasion after another that because you've moved to university, you're in your own flat, it's all exciting and you want to go out and party or whatever, but you definitely could not be coping with it every single night.
Yeah, you go to the same club like so many times and it just gets boring. So I think when you do go out less, it's so much more exciting for that night than if you were to go there every night. It's a different club night every night, so you kind of just pick your favourites and kind of stick to them, because there are some like that aren't as good. Like there was a Monday night one that like a rare amount of people went to, so you just won't go to that, but you'd go to the Wednesday night one that everyone went to. And I think it's just much more better to keep it that way.
It means getting dressed up every night as well. I'm going to put my makeup on, and like I don't have that many outfits to go every night every week for the whole of the first year.
Yeah, washing is expensive.
It's one thing you don't realise about going to university. You have to like stop doing things because you have to think of that other aspect. Like, oh, I can't just go out and party, or I can't go to all these events because like
can't afford it.
Yeah, like when we did Holly on the Downs, and that, I was like, I'm gonna have to wear something that's gonna get ruined.
Yeah,
and it's like really think about that side of it.
I went to a UV party, and like I didn't even have that much fun because I didn't really get drunk, and the pre's like weren't that good. But I had to come back at like 4 o'clock in the morning and shower. It was the worst time I've ever had in my whole life. Well, it wasn't, but like it was so much effort doing that. They were just throwing paint over everyone, and in aspect, like if you think about it, it's really fun. But then coming home in like ruined clothes and having to shower at that time in the morning.
See, my UV party was completely different, because all it was, we got given the UV paint, and they'd like paint stripes on you or like dots or whatever, and that was it.
Oh.
And it was just like a normal club night. I think it's with freshers as well. Like you go out every night because every club makes an effort, and we had like UV, and then it was like back to school themed, and then Baywatch themed, and like everyone was doing something, so you had a reason to be out every night. Whereas like you said, you just pick, the rest of the time you pick like your favourite club night.
And also when you're at freshers, you don't have UNI. You don't need to get up for a 9 AM.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you drink and then you have to get up, you're like, oh god.
Yeah, you really regret it. I went out, my first like hard night out was the day before we actually had anything official at university. And it was the biggest mistake because it was the worst I've ever felt. And I had to actually go and do something like first year of university, and I was like, I can't.
But yeah, I definitely think there's not like a pressure to go out every night. It's like,
no, definitely not.
If you got like, I feel like when I was first there, and when you kind of your night outs, because I did go on quite a few nights out to start off with, and then when your nights out get like cut shorter and shorter, I kind of got disappointed by that, because I kind of got used to going out on Tuesday night and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I kind of got disappointed when like Tuesday nights got cut, but like it was kind of for the better, because you kind of you can't keep up that lifestyle, and even though it was like disappointing, it was for the better.
Ill.
Yeah,
like, freshers flu is definitely a thing. And it's for the year, it's not for the week, it's for the year.
Well, yeah, I know about that the most. Like, I had it till December till I came back home, and then I kind of the second semester I was okay.
Yeah, you get used to going out every night. You just don't look after yourself, and you don't sleep, and you don't eat because you're rushing to go out, and it's you just can't live like that.
Yeah, if you definitely don't drink and like don't want to drink, don't worry about it, because it's definitely not something that is kept up. In Freshers Week, like, you probably like might feel a bit left out because everyone will be going out all night, but like it'll be for Freshers Week and that'll be it. So like,
and you can still go out. Like, I knew plenty of people that weren't drinking that were still quite happy to go out. Like, you probably won't make it as late in the night,
yeah,
but it doesn't mean you have to miss out on anything.
Yeah.
I think one of the main university stereotypes I was expecting was to go to university and for everyone to fall in love with everyone, and for it to be like suddenly like loads of people that you'd want to get with. Not in a way where it's like you're going to be getting with like a different person every night, but I expected it to be the sort of place where you go and everyone would find their soulmate.
Yeah.
Like, university is like matchmaking. And a fair amount of people have, that I know.
Really?
Yeah, like the building I was living in, I'm pretty sure we had counted up to like 12 couples or something like that.
I haven't. No one that I know has like fallen in love.
Oh.
One of my flatmates, she like was with a, like not with a boy properly, but like was with someone, and then she expected to go to university and like get with loads of people and like whatever, and then wasn't committed to this person until she realised that that is just something that doesn't happen, and like she was like, okay, well, she's gonna settle with this boy instead. I think it's something that everyone expects.
Yeah, like I wasn't expecting to go and get with all these people, but I was expecting it to be like a thing where you had that opportunity, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted to be that kind of person, there would be those kind of people waiting. But it's just like everything else in your life. It's just like being at school. It's just like living and having a job. You just meet the same amount of people, and it's just that everyone's new.
Yeah, I think it definitely is the same as school, as in like people on your course are the same as people in your class. Like if you like one of them, you'll get with them and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's more the clubbing aspect.
Yeah.
That like clubbing, like everyone has one night stands and like stuff like that, but it's just not. And like I think Freshers Week is like definitely a point that like everyone puts a lot of effort in, and you do meet a lot of people, but then once Freshers Week dies down, you never see those people ever again. Like on Freshers Week, I mostly met second years. Like most people I spoke to were second years, and like I found that weird, but I'm gonna be a second year going into all the freshers stuff. But then you kind of never see the second years again. You kind of, because like they've got into the routine of not going out all the time. Like it's mostly just first year. So it is Freshers Week, obviously everyone does kind of put a lot of effort into it.
I mean, it's because everyone's trying to make friends as well.
Yeah.
So everyone's really friendly. Everyone will talk to anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. Whereas you get further into the year and you obviously have your friends and you're not as open to new people. From what I've heard about university, it just seems like the kind of place where everyone's got lower inhibitions.
So many people that say that they met at university, that like got married and have kids and whatever. Like I've still got 2 years left. Like come at me, it's fine. But like first year just wasn't.
The girl in my flat said when it was like one of the freshers' nights, and she was like, oh, like I haven't found anyone yet, and I was like, I've still got university to meet someone, and then she ended up getting with the guy in my flat. So she sort of like not jinxed herself because it was good, but so maybe now you'll meet someone.
In 2 years. I think another big stereotype is definitely how many friends that you'll make at university. I expected to go and make the biggest group of friends I've ever made in my whole life, and like you do meet loads of new people, but I expected you to be friends with everyone that you meet, and like everyone on your course, like you'll be best friends forever.
Yeah.
It just wasn't like that.
I keep saying, but everything's different during freshers because no one's really like confirmed anything yet. So like, during freshers I knew like basically everyone in my building, and so everyone was friends. And then obviously the people you meet on your course, you're then friends, and then anyone you meet on a night out. But when you get further into it and you start not talking, like once we start going out with people in our block, or you stop talking to the people on your course, you don't really develop that. And so it's like at first you have all these friends, but because you actually don't really speak to them aside from those first couple of days, you're not really friends.
Thinking about it actually, like in the first couple of days I met 2 people, one person that was on my course and a second person that did a similar course to me, and I like made the effort to arrange to go to the like introduction things on Freshers Week with them, try and make friends with them. I never spoke to them after Freshers Week. The guy that I went to my first media production with, there was a girl that I met for my first lecture, and I just never spoke to them again. But like I feel like I made that effort to be friends with them, along with like so many people in my block I made friends with in Freshers Week, but like never spoke to again after that.
There was a girl in our block that both me and like a girl I'm really close with now, like we were both like friendly with this girl, and when I was still at uni I'd see her all the time and we'd say like we were friends, and like, you know, you'd say hi to her and be like, oh, we should like go out again, but actually you realise how long it's been and you're like, well, I guess not, I guess we hung out.
Yeah.
So we went out those few nights and that's sort of it. I've got her on Snapchat.
I had the same basically class for like all of my seminars and then lectures and then like workshops. They were the same people, so I thought I'd be like friends with them really quickly. And I think it was different because my first week of seminars and lectures and stuff, I had a different group, so I did make an effort to be friends with them. Then I got thrown into the second group and it was kind of like they'd already got their gang, like they'd already like, they were a really close group, as in all of them. They didn't really have like little cliques that like you could go and join one. So I think I found it harder to try and be like friends with the whole group that had already had a week to bond. So I think it took me a lot longer in the first semester, but then in the second semester like it was a lot easier to kind of judge everyone and kind of realise where they were at. And I just don't think you'd make friends easier at university than you do in school. Like
first week, because everyone, like no one knows anyone, whereas like school you come from like primary schools and that where you sort of know each other.
Yeah.
So you know like by who's friends with who you can tell like where you sort of fit in. But at university, like literally no one really cares about anyone else other than who they're friends with. So if you're not friends with them, it's just they're not really like,
yeah, you don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
Really.
I found like, because we went out with our block quite a lot in freshers, we went out with them like a couple of weeks later and everyone sort of looked at you like, who are you?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Because obviously they've already got their friends, and it's not in a horrible way.
No.
It's horrible. It's just like, you know, once you've got past freshers, you make your friends and you don't have that massive group of like 30 people who expect from going to university, like, oh, you'll have all your building friends and all your flat friends and then all your course friends and all the societies that you join. Another one as well, like stereotypes, is you'll join loads of societies. Yeah. And I really don't get it, because it is a good way of making friends and meeting people, but I don't know anyone in this society. No. I was going to join one, but I couldn't think of the one that I wanted to join. Like there wasn't one that I was really a fan of. It's more of like, you feel like you have to join a society. Yeah. Like you're not getting the full university experience.
Yeah, I felt like I was missing out by not joining one.
Until you join like, this really is a stereotype, but now I'm like, who joins societies? Unless
you're like really passionate about a sport.
Yeah, sport.
Those are popular ones. And I've been asked if I'm going to join the photography society next year. Yeah. But like, they just take up so much time that like you really don't need.
And there's like one for every course, but I think I went to one night out with the psychology society, and after that I was like, well, I'm doing the course and I'm taking the exams, and what does the society benefit me?
Yeah. I think like on the friends topic, like, you make friends with your flat so easy if they're like good people and you like them. You don't make friends with all your flat, but you make friends with most of your flat so easily. And I think one proper tip that I would give is don't rely on that friendship.
Yeah,
so I think I stuck to the friendship of in my flat, and I was friends with all my flats. So I was like, I don't need friends on my course, and I was like, it took me until second semester to be like, okay, like I'm actually going to put myself out there and make friends with loads of people on my course. And I did that, and I was a lot friendlier with people in my course than my flat, and like it wasn't a bad thing because I was still friends with both. Like I had like a happy medium. Like I would go to the flat and I would be friends with people there, and then I'd go to my course and then I'd be friends with people there. But like I limited myself in the first semester by not being friends with people in my course, and I'd really suggest to not rely on the friends in your flat.
Definitely during freshers, like be friends with everyone, because why not?
Yeah.
But then don't expect everyone for it to carry on that way. You still have like your closest friends, it's just you don't have that massive group of people that you expect.
Yeah.
I think one of like the biggest stereotypes from other people, not necessarily like students and people going to university, but other people looking at university, is student life. And like you expect students to live off microwave meals and to cause trouble and to like stay up all night drinking, and it's not really like that. In my flat we made meals together and we had proper food from sort of day one, so we didn't really live like we had a budget. Obviously you have limited amount of money, so you live that student life in that way. We didn't not do anything with our lives, so we didn't live off cheap stuff.
I think your flat was so different to mine though, because like I think your flat was like really community kind of based. Like you'd cook meals together and like whatever together. Ours was completely different. Ours was more like independent, and like you were friends with each other, but like you did stuff by yourself, like you made dinner by yourself. I think in like the like typical shoot meal is pasta.
Yeah.
And I think in like first semester I lived off that, but in second semester I made a change, because in first semester I was so ill, and I think that was down to like drinking and eating and stuff like that. So in second semester my meals were so good. I'm so proud of them. I think it's like moving away from home, and if you don't cook that much at home, it's kind of like,
yeah,
oh, what do I do?
It's not what people think of as students. Like, we didn't live in a horribly dirty, like, I mean, we're quite different.
You could
in our
just, yeah, you could just speak, yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't live in such a horrible thing.
Well, like, we all like washed up after every meal, and we had stuff left on the drying rack for like, a long period of time, but we never had like dirty plates or whatever piling up, and we never, like, definitely in my room, like, the bathroom wasn't in a horrible state, and we didn't have mud or paint everywhere from the nights out, and as people think of as students, it's slightly different.
I think it kind of shows like everyone does have a kind of different experience. Like, there's no stereotypical thing, because like my kitchen was dirty. Like, it wasn't ridiculous. It wasn't as bad as like you'd think, like you'd stereotypically think of it. But like it really does just depend who you live with, and none of my stuff was ever dirty. Like, my room was always tidy, always clean, my bathroom was always tidy and always clean. But like the kitchen, the community area, when you're sharing with 4 other people and 3 of them are boys, like, it's gonna be dirty.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about university. You can't go in with any free ideas, because you just don't know who you're gonna end up living with.
Yeah.
And what their experiences are like. The food we ate as well was so different, because everyone had come from different backgrounds, that they're used to different diets.
Yeah.
And even things like that, because of where we grew up, I'm like, well, I don't really eat that sort of thing every night, and you just don't know what to expect.
I think also definitely don't stress about it. Like you don't want to stress about things thinking that they should be a certain way, even if they're not, because you're just like kind of, you don't want to ruin your experience. Like, you don't want to be like, I should be going out every night, why aren't I? Like, I'm not living how I should be, or whatever. Like, I definitely think thinking like that is definitely a wrong way to think about it. You've kind of just got to accept your experience is your experience, and it's going to be different for everyone.
It's hard to say like, don't worry about going to university, because everyone does, and it's natural, but it really is, everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah.
And it really is what you're feeling, there's going to be a million other people feeling it that are right next door. Don't have any expectations, because whatever it is it's gonna work for you. It's gonna be, as you said, your own experience is gonna be different. So you can't worry about what happened to someone else, or you can't say you're gonna live the way someone did, because it's not gonna be the same. Yeah,
I think that's like a kind of solid 4 or 5 stereotypes that people think of when they first think about going to university. So we thought we'd just talk about them to feel like they are just stereotypes, and yeah.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.
Run.